SEN's coverage of spring sports across the Lehigh Valley is back in full swing. Started with boys volleyball last week. Of course, we had baseball last night, and the action continues this evening with EPC boys lacrosse as Central Catholic battles Nazareth. Live coverage getting underway immediately following Sports Scene, so it's about time Top Plays gets into the spring sports act as well. We begin our look back on the best of the best from the past week, starting with softball, where Northampton senior Kara Zimatics did it all Friday in guiding the Concrete Kids to a 2-0 win over Emmaus. Zimatics was absolutely brilliant in the circle, allowing just 4 hits and 2 walks while striking out 14. The sensational senior also accounted for the only 2 runs of the day on offense, which she cranked out this opposite field 2-run homer in the top of the 6th. That win pushed Northampton to 6-0. K-Kids are now 7-0 out of the chute. Another team that's perfect in the early stages of the spring is Parkland Baseball. The Trojans with all of their offense from a single source on Friday as well, as senior Sean Saperka knocked in all 4 Parkland runs in a 4-0 win over Central Catholic. After bringing in a pair with a deep drive out to center, Saperka knocked in 2 more with this liner into shallow left. The senior with 3 hits in total on the day. Trojans are a perfect 5-0. They host Nazareth today before visiting Liberty on Saturday. Easton, meanwhile, is off until Saturday's out-of-league game against Wilson. Red Rovers also still unblemished, although Becca gave them a scare early last week. Golden Hawks with the bases loaded in the 6th, trailing by 3 when Easton's Patrick Keegan snatches a would-be go-ahead grand slam from Becca's Chase Albus. Keegan up and over the fence to bring this one back. Rovers would ultimately pull away from the Hawks in moving to 4-0 at that time. They're currently 7-0 on the year. Easton's girls lacrosse also off to a perfect start. The winning streak pushed to 5 with last week's victory over Central Catholic, where junior midfielder Reese Krieger did a little bit of everything in the triumph. Krieger with 4 goals on her 7 shots on goal to go along with a couple of assists. Junior also caused 3 turnovers and tallied 1 interception. That win over the Vikings moved the Rovers to 5-0. They're now 6-0 going into today's tilt at Moravian Academy. While Easton sits atop the District 3A standings, Southern Lehigh is first in 2A girls lacrosse. The Spartans at 4-1 overall, most recently earning a resounding win over Parkland last Tuesday, a game in which sensational sophomore Reese McIntosh, fresh off scoring her 100th career goal, added to that impressive total with a whopping 6 tallies. Southern Lehigh as a team has compiled 79 goals through its first 5 outings, with McIntosh at the heart of the offensive attack. Spartans are back in action tonight against Liberty. Speaking of the Hurricanes, they've got a sensational sophomore of their own on the volleyball court in Adam Middle, who led a rousing rally Wednesday against Nazareth. Middle with a game-high 23 kills, including 7 in set number 4, as Liberty rallied from 2 sets down to force a decisive 5th set with the Blue Eagles. The sophomore captain also with a game-high 6 aces, as the Canes notched 12 of the match's 17 aces in total. Nazareth ultimately able to prevail, but pushed to the brink thanks to the stellar play of Middle. Parkland also with quite the 5-set thriller last week against Northampton, tied at 14 in set 5, Parkland able to regain the lead with some stellar defense. The combination of Luke Dashikevich, Owen Rogers, and Azar Sumar getting it done. This one absolutely worthy of another look. Check out the sprawling extension to keep the play alive. All that before Dashikevich seals the comeback victory with one of his 13 kills on the night. Trojans end up taking the match 3-2, earning their 4th straight win overall.